Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey, Todd the Cheap Drums Guy. Cymbals too. Hey, a little while ago, a couple weeks or so, I did some work on this Wuhan 18-inch medium thin crash. It was just kind of gong-like, and it's made of B20 bronze. However, it just sounds cheap. It just sounds, the technical term for it would be poopy. So I decided to do a little bit of hammering, not a lot, but just a little bit, just to try to tone it down a bit and help it to kind of blend into the rest of the cymbals. And it did a little bit, but I want to go a little farther on today. So this is just starting out. This is what it sounds like right now, after the molecules have all gotten their act together and they're done partying and whatnot. So here it is before I do anything else to it. Watch your ears. It sounds a little better. It's not as bright as it was. It's a lot darker. It's still not where I really want it to be. So I'm going to try a little bit more with it. Now I went and tried to find my 2 ball peen hammers. I have a regular size 2-pound ball peen hammer, and then I've got a little tiny small one. It's beautiful, perfect for this. Both of them are MIA. I cannot find it. All I can find is my sledgehammer and regular type hammers that I have. So I'm going to use a regular hammer, but I'm going to try something a little bit different. Now I've got a million different kind of screwdrivers, and probably a dozen or so of those screwdriver type socket sets. You know, you put the socket on the end of what looks like a screwdriver. I'm going to try to use the handle of one of those, use that to pound with, like kind of like not a chisel, but it's a rounded end, because the rounded plastic end might not do as much damage to the bottom of the cymbal when I hit it. As you can see, I've got it marked where I hit it before. It's to simulate the zillion cluster crashes, and I'm going to use that handle as kind of like a chisel. Use the rounded blunt end with the plastic. One, it'll give it a more rounded appearance. It won't look as bad as these marks do, and hopefully I'll get a better sound out of it. I mean, it might, honestly, I don't know what it's going to do, but I also want to try something with the bell. I'm actually thinking about drilling the bell out a little bit to calm it down. And a lot of people are saying, ooh, Todd, don't drill the bell. Like, ooh, Todd, don't give a crap. So let's see what we can do with this thing today. And well, it couldn't be any worse. So let's get destructive. Hey, down in the breezeway now. Gotta be quiet. What's her face is still sleeping up there. So plans have changed a little bit. I'm gonna try something different. So I'm down here on the breezeway, and it's concrete floor. I got a piece of tiger wood, it's called. It's a piece of scrap wood, and I'm going to set this rag over top of it to kind of help out on the impact. Now, this is not the recommended way to do anything. If you're one of those safety Nazis out there, I've got some safety glasses I'm going to put on, because I'm going to try something a little bit different. This is what I'm going to use to strike the cymbal with. I've got about 100 of these. I'm not worried about damaging it. I've got a lot of them. But I can't find a ball peen. I can't find anything else suitable to use as the striker on the cymbal. So I'm going to hit the cymbal with that using my little friend. Yeah. Gonna do it right. If you can't fix it with a hammer or duct tape, it's not worth fixing. A wise man once told me that. So I also have safety glasses because, you know, if anything to go wrong, I don't want to lose my vision in my eyes. So let's see what kind of mess we can make with this. And of course, this is not the right tool for this job. And I do not recommend doing this to any cymbals, whether it be brand new or used. This is kind of dangerous, but I'm a trained dumbass. So, as you can see, those are the marks on the cymbal. And I'm going to re-hit those marks using that solid. Let me get my glasses on first. I'm going to use that. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll see. Probably a couple strikes on each point. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Oh yeah, nice round mark. Flatten out some of those nasty edges. Oh, happy. Now the outside edge. Definite different sound there. I got a feeling this is really going to change the sound. That when I drill it, it will. Last one. Well, you can really see it on the outside now. Oh yeah. Let's go see what she sounds like. All right. Well, the marks on it definitely, well, you can see them a lot better on the outside, or bumps. So let's see what it sounds like now after we re-hammered it a lot harder than we did the first time. Cover your ears. The shimmer's changed quite a bit. Now in comparison with the Peisty 18-inch medium, it sounds all right, but I suspect that I can change the sound a little bit. And you know, I've gone this far and I'm really curious, and I don't really care. So the bell is really non-existent on these cymbals. I mean, it's stamped. It's a stamped cymbal. It's freaking cheap. They probably charge about 75 bucks more than it's actually worth. However, the B20 bronze, I guess, is, well, it's 80% copper, but well, supposedly, but this is made in China, so who knows. But I'm going to, because that little that little, I can pick it up. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on that, but it's just a little ring. So I think I am going to pop a couple of holes in the bell, just two little holes, and see if I can eliminate that ring. So let's try that one out. And again, don't do this at home, people. I'm not a trained professional. All right. Well, knocked two small holes in the bell area. And I really didn't think I needed to show everybody how to drill a hole. I've already drilled a couple cymbals before in another video, so. But I was really, the cymbals kind of changed its shape a little bit. Yeah. Somebody is going through YouTube videos right now. It's like, oh my God, this guy's beating up a brand new B20 cymbal, drilling holes in it. Oh my God. Oh, it's just a Wuhan. All right, never mind. But just got a sneaking suspicion those holes are going to help me. They're not exactly perfect on the bell, just two different areas. But let's see what that does, how much of a difference it made. Watch your ears. That little ding sound, a lot of that is gone now, and I suspect the holes by the bell cured that somewhat. They're not the prettiest, but who cares? You know, in a way, since I've already, you know, desecrated the cymbal anyways, I got kind of another idea in my head about trying. I wonder, it's already got the linear smash. That thing, the linear smashes are awesome, and I'm toying with getting another one just to keep, well, just the way they are, they're just great. But I'm kind of, if I cut this one up at all, I'm going to take it to someplace and have it a metal shop to actually have it professionally done, so it won't look like a bag of crap like I got the other ones looking like. But now of course with the added hammering, this time when I hammered it with the way I did, it takes, the molecules are all disrupted right now. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not a metalsmith. I'm not that big into metallurgy. I'm big on coffee. That's what I like. I consider myself an expert in that field. However, I know when you disrupt a cymbal like this, when you strike it or hit it hard or drill holes, it disrupts the molecules in it, and it takes, I'm told, about a week or so for the, you know, for them to quit dancing around and actually get back together and sound the way they're supposed to sound, or how it's going to sound now, I guess. I guess we'll see in about a week or so. This stuff's kind of interesting. You know, I wish I had more money to explore this. One test I would like to try sometime, I would actually like to buy like 10 Sabian B8, I don't know, 16-inch cymbals, all same cymbals, and try something different to each cymbal. And since they're all the same, there's your base to start from. And just to actually record, like drilling holes here, drilling holes there, drilling holes in the bell, and see what effect each one has. The Cymbal Project on YouTube, Lance Campow, the guy's pretty cool. He does all sorts of work, to include lathing and, I mean, taking old, neglected, abused, and battered cymbals, and sometimes turning them into works of art. And I mean, he's not an expert on it. He's just experimenting, and this is just the experiments that he's coming up with. But it's real interesting nonetheless, and I would like to start something like that as well. However, the only thing that his videos don't address is, like, if we had 10 of the same cymbals, same sounding cymbals, 10 of the exact same cymbals, and what it'll sound like if it's drilled or pounded here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or in a multitude of different spots. And each one, keep one as the test subject, as the base to go off of, base sound, and then what all of these sound in comparison to that. And I think that would be a fantastic video for anybody considering modifications like this. Now, again, this is not recommended. I'm not a professional. You should know that by now. But, I was doing it in such a way where it's not going to outwardly affect it too much. I just want to see what would happen. And so far, with each thing I've done to it, to me, right here, sound is subjective. It sounds better. So again, with the PST 718 medium, it doesn't carry on as long, which is nice. If I put bells out towards the edge of the cymbal, it would stop that shimmer from going on even farther. Anything disruptive here, I believe from the center of the cymbal and the bell area, there's your pitch, and outwards towards the edge is your sustain. But in a week or so, once the molecules are done settling down, it'll give us its final sound. Over time, like I stated in a previous video, because of B20 bronze, the way the metals are, the 80% copper, 20% tin, or if it's B8, it's 8% tin and whatnot like that, the copper and tin don't mend or mesh well together. And so over time, people say, well, my cymbals sound changed over time. Well, yeah, and it's not from the patina. It's not, well, it's a little from the patina. Well, it's not because you spilled Kool-Aid on it or your dog licks it every day. It's pretty much for the main reason is because the metals are breaking down somewhat. Not each other, but how they're fused together is breaking down, and they're settling down a little bit, because like I said, they don't go together well. But let me give her a week, and she's a little kind of lopsided now. I think I conked her once a little harder on a different side than I should have. But this is what she sounds like now, and give her a week and she should be sounding pretty good. Where I struck, the outward appearance you could see on the surface, on the top surface, she has got more pronounced bulges from the strike points. So that's going to add in quite a bit, because the other ones are very small, but these are more noticeable on the top. So we'll see in a week how this turned out, and if you want to know how to ruin a B20 cymbal, stay tuned. You never know what I'm going to do next. So let's give her one more. Well, the bell is kind of non-existent, but there still isn't a bell. But cover your ears. One more time. I heard something. It was either the cymbal or my back, I'm not sure. Strange creaks and groans. It's probably my back. I think it's better. I like it. I like it better. But anyways, that's what I'm doing this fine Saturday morning, ignoring the dogs and wife upstairs. So maybe next week, maybe a couple weeks. Well, the next couple weeks can be busy with my last purchase coming up, and whoa, it's man, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, a lot of little tiny things. Even like the tension lug washers. I'm getting all Danmar. I think they're Danmar's. They're all the vinyl ones. I'm replacing all my snare drum washers, or all my Premier snare drum washers, with the Danmark vinyls, and I'm doing a lot of work to those, and my cymbals, and a couple little items that I think they're going to be kind of cool. A drum dial, for one, a tuning drum dial. It measures the tension on your snare head all around your, or on any of your drum heads around the tension rods, and just to get better sound. I'm doing okay with it. However, there's always room for improvement. I mean, look at me. I'm the post child for needs of improvement, or need to improve, I should say. But anyways, that's what I'm doing, and it didn't cost you a damn thing. So I'm Todd, the Cheap Drums Guy. You guys have a great freaking weekend. I'll see you later. But wait, there's just a little bit more. All right, last one, I promise. Probably getting tired of seeing my mug anyways. But you know, I had a wild bug up my butt again. So I did just a little bit more. Where it was only 4 on the outer rim of the cymbal, I added 4 more in between those. So now there's 8 all the way around. And I pounded a little bit on the bell. I really don't think that's going to have much of an impact, but yeah, let's see what it did. Watch your ears. Now that one fades out a little bit better. Direct strike sounds better than a rebound, but it's really super thin cymbal, so. Huh. Again, I actually think it sounds a little bit better again, but I'm going to leave it right there, because any more and something bad's gonna happen, I just know it. If not to the cymbal, probably to me. And if my wife knew I'm banging on a frickin' brand new cymbal, she'd probably come down here and stomp a mud hole in my fanny. So, but anyways.